Hi everyone, my name is Nima. I'm the CEO of Foresight Analytics. What you're watching here is a 2016 Sprinter van, self-driving at the same level as a 2018 Tesla Model S. Back in 2016, our team built self-driving vehicles and eventually self-driving commercial vehicles as well. As the first private company licensed to test AVs on Ontario roads, we helped regulators draft policy and guidance. As we looked to scale, we faced one issue: insurance. Insurance companies didn't know how to insure a vehicle that wasn't fully driven by a human. We offered to share video and data from our vehicles to create an insurance product for self-driving cars. They explained that they lack the ability to ingest and interpret this data, and that they're already struggling to measure just human performance, let alone autonomous vehicle performance, and that they were losing money on commercial fleets as a result. So faced with this limitation, we knew we had to address this massive problem. So we decided to address insurance first. So how do we bridge the gap? Intelligent connected auto insurance. Through the Foresight Analytics platform, insurers would be able to use video telematics from devices already installed in commercial fleets to measure risk by watching drivers drive. Our customers have access to our portal, Foresight, where they're able to monitor the fleet's risk performance based on over 80 categories of incidents and risk factors. We provide access to this data and analysis in real time to support premium adjustments, adjudication, underwriting, and the rest of the insurance pipeline. Triggered reporting pushes notifications to insurers to keep them up to date about the risk in their fleets. So here's a sample of incidents identified by our detection model. You can see that the system is detecting environmental conditions such as wet roads. You can also see that the driver's performance in keeping the lane, which isn't doing a great job in this case, and instances such as following too closely. These are just a small sample of the data that gets collected by our system and used to tabulate the risk of a fleet. We do this by pulling video from telematics devices, normalizing it so that we can have consistency across whoever the video telematics source is, and then to run these videos through our models that, based on environmental detections or driving incidents, come up with a collision prediction. We pair those results with driver information and operating hours and predict the probability of different types of collisions and compare that against other fleets. This is how we come up with the predictive database price. The market size for this is huge, obviously, in global, but we're focused on the $21 billion construction, utilities, and deliveries market here in Canada. We can provide the most value here because there's a lot of risk that is not accounted for, and there's a lot of variability in pricing. So you might say, why hasn't this been done before? Insurance companies have always been interested in leveraging this information. However, they've never had the ability to ingest data from video telematics. And now we're giving them the tools to be able to ingest it. In addition, it allows them to be agnostic to their underlying fleets and telematics providers, as video can come from a myriad of telematics providers. On the other hand, telematics providers have been focused on the logistics aspects of the features that they provide to their fleets, and can benefit from pairing their services with an insurance product so that together there's savings for their underlying fleet, as well as providing the same analysis back to the fleet so that they can make better judgments about how to operate a less risky fleet and therefore have lower insurance premiums. Now, there are a number of data aggregators.
I'm sorry, Nima, your time is up, so just finish.
Sure. If I can leave you with a thought, most of the people in this space do not have video, and that's what sets us apart by applying self-driving models to video, and that's why our analysis is better than anyone who's on the market. And if I can leave you with a single thought, autonomous vehicles are coming. There's no insurance product built for them, and Foresight's predictive analytics-based price is purely based on driving performance and is the key to providing comparable analysis between humans and machines. And we're creating the basis for AV insurance into the future. Thank you.
Thanks. So just 1 minute for questions. left.
So I'm curious, it's Anton here from Green Sky Capital. How do you benchmark yourself against other competitors? And you've made the statement that video might be adding a lot of more value, a lot of additional information. How much? I mean, is it really that important?
Oh, it's huge. And we've done great studies to show this to our customers, such as Intact here in Canada, the biggest commercial insurance provider. We can show a TD app on one side for the same drive that our system also was monitoring. And you can see that the TD app caught people for stopping for someone cutting in front of them and calling that a harsh braking event, basically dinging them for that, while completely ignoring the fact that they rolled through stop signs, red lights, cut people off, because there's no way of detecting that without actually having a visual element of what happened on the road. So they're dinging them for things that they shouldn't be, and they're basically not catching the most dangerous activities in the drive.
Thanks. Sounds impressive. Would love to learn more offline.
Thank you.
A quick question here, Jessica. So with your Intact, what's the progress? Where what stage you are at? Basically working with these customers.
Yeah, so Intact's our first insurance customer, and they're looking to deploy on long-haul trucking that goes between Canada and the States. They've had a lot of issues with claim resolution, as well as just basically being able to monitor the risk. And we're basically providing a connected video telematics solution that gives them risk analysis combined. And they're pushing that to their customers. And we're well on our way to roll out about 500 premiums by the end of the year.
Okay. And what's the overall traction so far?
We've been in talks with the biggest insurance companies, obviously Intact, Aviva, and we think there's a lot of interest in this space because there's heavy investment already in this space, but only in apps and things of that nature where there isn't really great context into the data. So we're really taking a proven market and giving them the latest and greatest in intelligence and technology so that they can basically use video that's already accessible by all these vehicles with logistical reasons for why they have that telematics, and to provide deeper analysis to these insurers. They're really interested in information, but right now they're forced to use things like apps to get this information. But now they could basically go in, and there's a fleet that has video telematics installed. They're using it for logistical reasons, but now they just tap that same device, grab the API, and can use our analysis to make sense of it and to have really deep insights about the risk of that fleet as well.
Nima, how much cash into the company to date?
To date, we've raised about $500,000, but that's on the Xmatic side, and we bring some of that cash with us over to Foresight. But we also bring customers, technology, a team, and we also have existing investors that from the Xmatic side are going to be investing in Foresight.